No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy, the play.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Now a first look at them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moore to the air. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Washington right back to the line. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moore will throw. Puts it out of the air. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Pocket breaking down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
69 rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere.
What the fuck, Gary? You always just randomly be popping in.
Second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Sails one into the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous. And he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. It's a draw. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage.
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the
Who do you
ground.
think would name their kid Rashid?
And that's a play the defense
You should know better, Gary.
had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense,
Do you even know what's going on right now? Do you even understand what I'm doing here? Do you know what sport this is?
Knock it loose for an
A shot toward the end zone. And he's
Oh,
got
whatever.
it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Washington.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's
Exactly.
going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Fucking
Well, the
exact.
chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
All my friends don't like any type of
On
sports.
the run from inside his own 5.
be nice to share some camaraderie with my friends that also like to be competitive and like sports. But it's okay. I don't hold it against you guys. It's understandable. It's just not your guys' thing. I'm not here to judge. Even though you're a fucking pussy.
Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every snap.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Grab near the sticks. It's Courtney. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore to the air. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA.
They'll go to the ground.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tight end now motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. But he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44 and they'll have terrific field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Make it home smoothly after you left my place. Don't remember how baked you were.
Oh, yeah, I was fine. I mean, I was a little high. I wasn't, like, smashed or fucking high up my ass. No, I was cool. Pretty much was sober by the time I left, to be honest with you. But it was still fun. I had a good time.
That's caught. It's Courtney. He's brought down, but there's a flag.
That was like 2 weeks ago. You're finally asking me. Yeah, it was cool, though.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line.
To be honest, I can't believe you're still watching me. I feel blessed. My only supporter.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short.
It was a great time. I'm sure about 2 years from now we'll be with a game face with tears of joy.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game.
Yeah, damn, 2 years. We should make another video. I thought that one of the Pooh movies coming out, or it's already been out, or something like that.
Perfectly, fantastic job in the back end that time.
Breaks into the open.
I don't know if you're still doing the YouTube stuff anymore, though.
32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second.
It's been on. Just getting all of us together is like waiting on a solar eclipse.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to
literally.
get on that third down play.
I feel that. I'm still doing the podcast. It's been 4 years later. Just waiting for the next episode to be continued.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
That shit ever happens again. Still got all the equipment and everything.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I have the itch to do videos. I just don't know if I have the right environment at the new house, if that makes sense. Maybe commentary Ty.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And they spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more.
Right down the boulevard. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Just
when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's St. Clair. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his big tight end.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Hunt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the outside. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Huskies in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quick pass and catch good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought. Went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Reynolds. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Moore to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after long run and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the... They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they'll make a big play for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Finds his man. It's McFadden. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Washington right back to the line.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Motion from the back. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
St. Clair. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Calls his own number. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Breaks into the open. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They are up by just one over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle. It's Eldridge. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Williams.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch close.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back is struggling to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Going for 6. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Military stunt. Hunt go. Military stunt. Set ready. Come on, set. Fly trumpet. Do what we do. Do what for. Charcoal. 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 Banner. Strip 9 beat. Jerk. Ready go. Brad. Ready. Ready, ready.